Remember the day that y'all shot the Best Out video? Let's talk about that's one of my favorite Dipset songs, by the way. Tell me about the making of the Best Out video.
Shit was like, in Brooklyn, and we some Harlem niggas, so the fact that we shot it in Brooklyn was a big deal. And Brooklyn showed love to the fact that they made it look like Michael Jackson came out. Like at that time, it was a real big deal.
Man, y'all was a big deal back then, bro.
I didn't realize how much a big deal it was. Like we was to the point, we was this type like a vibe. Like we picture being on the tour bus and shit.
Right.
And like the people, it's all flooded outside. Everybody's around the tour bus, and then motherfucker flip the curtain open, and they see Joel's. Bitches go crazy. He closed the curtain.
Right.
Open the curtain. They go crazy. He closed the curtain. He did it the third time. The cops rushed the bus. Stop fucking opening that curtain. Open that curtain one more fucking time. We shutting this video down.
Right.
Yeah. That type of vibe.
Damn. Pandemonium.
Yeah, like they couldn't take it. Like it was like, cause the curtain, opening the curtain was that crazy. I know if he ever hear this story, he'll remember and go crazy.
What was it like running into the police during y'all heyday when y'all was like it? Would you get pulled over the traffic stop and they see you and say, "Oh"?
Oh, you know the funny shit about getting pulled over? I be with niggas, right? And they, for some reason, I get pulled over by a local cop. And it be with, I always have like a nigga or two with me. And he'd be like, license, registration. There'd be a nigga in the car that'd be like, yo, you don't know who this is? This 40 cal. Cop be like, you mean like the gun? Get the fuck out the car.
You serious?
Nigga think that shit gonna help. Yo, it's 40 fucking cal. You don't know what this is? Shit be crazy.
Instant pat down.
Oh man, like they need feds. One cop actually, that shit actually worked with one cop. Nigga, the funny shit, the nigga was like, yo, I know who you are. I'm gonna let you go. He's like, yo, be honest, man, Sib Scar got you that last one. Oh, you fuck.
Oh, so he's a real deal fan. Yeah, had to been.
Yeah, the fact that he said that shit was funny as hell.
I got a relationship with Sam Scar similar to the relationship I developed with you over the years. When I'm on the West Coast, I fuck with him heavy. I gotta put y'all together at some point.
Yo, the West Coast there?
Yeah. Sam out there in the Bay Area and shit. Been out there about 2 years now.
Yeah, yo, we ain't never been together since then. Since that day.
Right.
No, actually, we've been in the same room together, but we just never said nothing to each other. So if I do see him, I promise myself, I say, yo, I'm gonna say something to him. Like it's just like, cause we was like the first battles. Like it wasn't battles back then like that. So it was like, it was just only a handful of battles.
Y'all was like the Lakers and the Celtics or some shit like that,
yeah,
like a rivalry joint.
So we really fake hate each other. Well, I don't know how about him. I hated him.
Right.
I was like, yo, I had niggas like, yo, when you see Sam Scar run down on this nigga, like this and that.
Right.
And we thought we seen him one time. Niggas start running. Shit was crazy. But moving on and realized like that shit wasn't about nothing. It's just niggas just not how to handle like being in the front of the cameras and talking shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
Which is something we do all the time. So if I definitely see him again, I would tell him like, yo, this shit ain't about nothing. Like we had fun back in the day, and this, it is what it is. When they first gave me that nigga though, I didn't even know who. I thought this nigga name was Gorilla Pimp. I didn't even know what his name was. Like the first battle.
Yeah.
I'm battling a nigga. I'm thinking I'm battling Gorilla Pimp. I said that.
I think you referred to him as that in the battle a couple times.
The second battle, I really knew. Of course I knew his name after that.
Right.
But I was so cocky that they was so mad that he was like, "Yo, we need a second battle." I can give him a second battle. He like, we do it next week. Yeah, do it next week. I should have just was like, "Yo, man, Y'all niggas beat it. I could have easily said that, but at the end of the day, being cocky, that's what I get.
Y'all benefited. Both of y'all benefited from that battle. Y'all very high profile, and I think he ended up getting some rhythm from maybe Rockefeller, and you ended up getting rhythm.
Jay-Z only signed him because of that. I could be wrong.
He wasn't seen no place else besides Fight Club, and I seen him on Smack.
I could be wrong.
A little bit after that.
I think Jay-Z, because shortly after that, I guess he got signed to Rockefeller, whatever the case may be. And they was taking a lot of people from Fight Club. Like I said, it was something that was supposed to definitely be in a higher platform than what it is now. It was supposed to be where Smack is at now.
Right.
And it was at a point it was better than Smack. But you know, whatever happened to them tapes happened to them.
Right. How long have you spent establishing your the slipper brand that you pushing, for the sneakerheads and shit like that? I seen the Michael Jordan joint, by the way, too.
Like it been like a year or two. I had stopped because branding wise, I they made after kicks that everybody them notable kicks. I don't want to get sued by Nike making some motherfucking Air Max shits. You know what I'm saying?
It's Air Max 95 edition.
You know what I'm saying? So I ain't really figure out branding wise how to get around that, but it's definitely a big deal. I got a few offers, and it's just one of the many things I do.
Right. Music wise, you kind of like came out of retirement earlier this year on the Upstage album. How was they able to get you in the studio? Because every time I see you, I ask you about rapping. You kind of be like, all right, I got you, and that'd be the end of it. But you actually, and you got off, which was shocking because you wasn't rapping for years and shit.
That nigga JR talked me into it. To be honest, I mean, I'm gonna tell you, location. I'm in my luxury apartment, chilling by the fireplace. He calls me talking about the Upstage. Now I had to throw that in, cause I'm just letting you know the degree I'm chilling.
Right.
This nigga. I'm shooting the idea down. I'm like, yo, bro, why? Nobody really want to hear this shit. There's a lot of shit going on. At the time, shit was going on with Hell Rap and whatever the case, internet shit.
Right.
I was like, to me, it didn't make no sense. He said,
go ahead.
He said he could get a check from me. Because he got a check from his shit. And that's how you talk to me. You know that.
Talk dollars, huh?
Yeah, we're talking motherfucking dollars. The fact that he even presented it that way, that we could do our own brand and do it our way. I was like, all right, look at her. The truth be told, I love that shit. You know what I'm saying? I like the whole. I'm like one of them niggas. Like one of them ball player niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like how you say you related to ball.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You still nice. You know the whole ambiance of get when you go to the Y and niggas playing 21 or some shit like that, and you take your shit off real quick, you be like, yo, check it out.
Right. You
like to show niggas like, oh, do your moves or whatever shit. So I love that part. And that in Upstage, you could tell. That's all that was to me. It was just like, I know, nigga, I get it. You figure like when you stay out this long, certain rhymes don't rhyme that well.
Right.
Things don't move that well. But that shit, like, you see, I still got it, and it gets so much better than the Upstage. Like that's the sad part people don't know. The Upstage, My verses is my verses, but I didn't have creative control over that.
I was gonna ask you about one of the verses that you wrote. You dropped a pretty controversial line on there. Was you trying to? Was you just being? What was it about? You know the line I'm talking about. About the license plate.
Oh, the license plate used to say diplomat.
Right.
It's just a cool line. Simple as that. It was nothing. It's not nothing. I mean, like that story. You talking about the story joint, right?
Yeah, that's a dope ass song, by the way.
That's the only thing that's my idea.
That song.
That whole concept.
Okay.
It's one of them things like, where do we go? Alright, check it. I'ma just do something. Y'all tell me. Y'all go off of it.
Right.
And that's how that came about. And after that, my creative control was like they already. I guess I came late to the studio a few times, so it just was like, alright, I got a verse for you.
Right.
So it is what it is. But what people don't know is like you think you like what I did in an upstage. When I do my own shit, you be like, oh shit. You know what I mean?
So you just revealed something. We might have a little something coming from you, 2020.
Well, yeah, you put 2020 together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, I get it. I get it. Put 20 and 20. Say no more. You's a clever nigga, man. I like that. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. How long have you been standing on this little concept? That's pretty wavy. The 2020. That's 40. Yeah. How long you been standing on this concept?
I don't know. It's not that. It's just this game is like motherfucking. You just gotta jump in the right time. Like I see, like I've been in this shit for a minute, and I forgot somebody had an ill interview when they broke this shit down. Like it's always a nigga that a DMX the game, it's a nigga that a Jay-Z the game, and a nigga that'll be like a Ja Rule the game or some shit like that at the time.
Yeah.
Before 50. You feel me? So I feel like, right now it's getting to like a Jay-Z kind of joint. And the way the game is, I feel like, when it gets to the bars, back to the bars, I feel like I fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely gotta test my jump shot, man.
No doubt.
Right.
No doubt.